Getting your home organized can not only make your day run smoother, but it can also make your house easier to clean. That's good news right there. But the thought of taking on such a massive project may have stopped you in your tracks. You're talking to me, okay? Well, today we are starting small with two areas, your pantry and your closet, and getting some tips on how you can tackle both. Please help me welcome back Victoria Tran, a professional organizer and the owner of Sorted. Welcome back.
Thank you. Always nice to visit with you.
Oh, so good to see you. You know, I'm following you on Instagram, and she always has great tips, everybody. And I love that we're talking about the closet first, because this is something many of us are in pretty much every single day. Obviously, the way to organize is to start by letting go of some clothes. But why do you think, Victoria, that so many people have trouble getting rid of clothes?
Yes, it's so common, and this is the area we find our clients struggle with most, making decisions of what to keep and what to let go. One of the number one reasons is sentimental.
Yeah.
That item may hold on to some memories that you don't want to forget, so you kind of just hold on to the item. So that's one reason. Another reason is guilt. Maybe you got a present that, you know, it's not your style or your size. Yep, so you hold on to it for guilt reasons.
Justifying the purchase, I feel like, is me.
Yes.
I'll see it in the store and I said, I don't know when I'm gonna wear this, but I'm gonna keep it just in case.
Yes.
If we are gonna be letting go of some clothes, recycling some clothes, how often should we do that?
Yeah, so it's nice to do every season.
Okay.
Yeah, here in New Orleans, how many seasons do we have? That's
really
up for debate.
But hot and hotter.
Yeah, so at the end of each season, really take a good look at each and every item to see, have you worn it, and what are the reasons you haven't? Do you not like it, not your style, doesn't fit? So really every season is a good way to do it.
I like that, and once you all have decluttered, now we can really reorganize our closet. Love what you have bought us today. First, let's talk about folding.
Yes.
Genius what you've done here. Please explain what you did.
So we love to fold file folding in this way here, and also it shows in the drawer here. It's a way of folding where you can see everything at a glance. Things aren't piled on top of each other, so you don't have to search and undo your neatly folded clothes. You can easily see, and then just pull out what you need, and it doesn't disrupt the whole pile.
So true. And it offers you a little bit more space that I find, you know, because when you're stacking things on top of each other, you have to pull it out, and if you showcase it like this, you can see it all. I love this tip right here. And you mentioned right here, putting things in categories like you did right here. Oh, look at these kids' clothes, so cute. But when it comes to our closets, right, the things we put in our closets and hang up, should we categorize that as well? If so, how?
Yes, so we love to put things in the prime real estate category, things you need every day. So for you, maybe it's your work clothes, front and center, so it's easy to get to. Maybe your seasonal clothes or, you know, weekend going out clothes, that's going to be more infrequent. So just create zones based on the way you use it. And then also we like to do like short sleeve in front of long sleeve.
Wait, because you can see the sleeves.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's genius. I love that.
Yep, and we love to color categorize, you may like that as well, within the category. So maybe all your short sleeve, it's color categorized that way so it's easy to find.
So do you suggest like putting my pinks with my pinks, my blues with my blues? Genius idea. Now, I also notice here that you have specific types of hangers. Tell me about hangers. Which one should we be going for? Should it be the same type? What can you say? Yeah, so biggest tip about hangers is to use a consistent hanger, and that's one thing I always try to convince our clients to do. So many times that the hangers are mismatched. Maybe you have a dry cleaner hanger, a plastic hanger, a wood hanger, and it just looks messy. So just to decrease that visual clutter, do a consistent hanger, and there's so many different kinds, velvet, wood, and they're all great. For me personally, I love a wood hanger. I just think it looks really nice and sturdy. Yeah.
For pants, we love to use an open-ended hanger like this, so it's easy to pull on and off. Sometimes it's hard to do it with a traditional hanger.
Does that hanger have a name? I wonder. Or we just kind of look for it?
We just call it open-ended hanger.
Open-ended hanger. I like that a lot, and I love what you did right here. Ladies, if you have so many different, like, you know, going out purses, I see y'all out there. I love what you did here. Explain a little bit about what you did with the purses and the jewelry for our females out there.
So we love to make a closet look like your own personal boutique.
Ah, yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so it'll just make you happy when you walk in, and also you'll be able to see everything you have. So just doing little things like this with your clutches or headbands, just using products to display, jewelry boxes, depending on your inventory. Just those few little touches will make you happy every time you go in.
And what would you say is your biggest tip? Because not all of us have these grand closets, you know, where we can buy everything and put everything. What's the one thing we should get if we maybe have a smaller closet, but we can get the most space out of that smaller closet?
Yeah, so we love to use vertical space when you can. So maybe put some command strips on the wall to put hats. A lot of times we'll do that for a hat. Just using vertical space behind a door. There are several different door organizers you can use. Shoes, clothes, anything really can go back there. Just using places that aren't typically used and just thinking of that.
Genius ideas, Victoria. Thank you so much for these great tips, everybody. And look, if you want more tips, guess what, everybody? Victoria is a professional organizer. You can book an appointment with her by going online to sortednola.com or head over to her phone number, or call her rather, 504-224-6840. You also get some tips on her Instagram. Now, coming up after the break, everybody, we are talking about pantry organization with Victoria. Stay right there. You're watching Great Day Louisiana.